as I've been on a journey and I've realized that we live in an America that it has more concern for the people at the top than the people at the bottom. And yet, again, we want it to be a United States of America. Healthcare shouldn't be a luxury. It should be your birthright as a citizen in this company. But yet we have companies that are hundreds of billion-dollar companies that are increasing what we pay for the medicines that are sicknesses that are designed by the foods and that is designed by the intake of products that the companies have been feeding us. And we saw a couple weeks ago where Joe Biden put in a law that gave people who were on Medicaid, it gave Medicaid the power to slash prices, and we saw companies like Merck, we saw companies like Johnson & Johnson, we saw companies like Bristol Myers. We saw these companies file a lawsuit against the Biden administration because they said, nope, why are you cutting, why are you having the power to slash these prices on these products that we develop? We talking about healthcare. We talking about every person in America. Like, healthcare shouldn't be a luxury. Like, we shouldn't be able to get good healthcare because you got health insurance. You shouldn't, you should be able to get taken care of because you're a citizen of America. Right? Education. Right? Education is a billion-dollar industry. The cost of going to college far exceeds what some people will get from an actual salary from what they're going to college for. How can America want to have the best technology? How can America want to have the best anything when it's, watch this, the same big companies that we invested in, they are sending the workforce outside of America, but they are making America their biggest market. How does that make sense? How does that make sense? I'm just keeping it real. How does that make sense? A lot of these billion-dollar companies and trillion-dollar companies, they're sending their products to China. They're sending their products to India to get produced, but they come back here and selling it for top dollar. But why aren't the jobs itself in America? Well, because they're gonna have to pay more for labor in America. So what? So what? So what? So what? War is necessary for countries to thrive, but never should the war be against the people in the country. Do you know that the first bomb that America ever dropped were on its own citizens? That's right. It's a fact. The first bomb that America dropped was on its own citizens. But at that time, they didn't call us citizens. They didn't recognize us as that. Hard work should always be the key to advancement, and it should be rewarded. But in a land of trillion-dollar companies and billionaires, the poverty level, the crime, the lack of education, it shouldn't be so drastic. Like, I don't have a problem with a person being a millionaire. I don't have a problem with a person being a billionaire. But at the same time, when we just did stock market in the streets, when we go into all these communities, we seeing poverty at all-time highs. At one point, we driving the truck and the dude stopped. I say, bro, don't you stop this truck. You tripping. We're seeing homeless people living in communities. But yet we got people like Bob Iger sitting on his multi-million-dollar house with all of his nice scenery in the back, and he telling people, they making the problem worse because they won't get paid more for what they do. We seeing running backs right now in the NFL saying they not getting paid their value and they got a hard job. There shouldn't be such a big discrepancy in this America, yet it's the land of the free, so-called, land of the brave, so-called, land of the opportunity, so-called, but yet America is somehow always at war with its own people. That's what I'm saying. How is this quality of life so lopsided? Why is it that some people can experience a plethora of luxury, and yet some people have normalized poverty? This is America. This is America. And so my saying is always, we should not give them the opportunity. We should dig in our own. We should understand what our worth and our value is. And I said this on the stock market in the streets. America's wealth has been tied to the backs of slaves in America. America's freedom, America's advancement was driven by 400 years of free labor. And so when I invest in the stock market, it's definitely my idea of making America build my wealth for me. And all I gotta do is find the right companies to put my money in and let them do the heavy lifting. This is my, and I'm not saying nothing against it, but this is my reparation. That's why I love this game so much. It's personal to me. It's personal to me. I haven't did a thing. I haven't did a thing to advance Facebook, but I have bought it. And I've bought the stock plenty of times. I haven't did a thing to help NVIDIA. I haven't did a thing to print money in the option. I haven't did a thing for any of those companies, but take my hard-earned money and put it in those companies, let those companies work for me. This is why I love the stock market, because I'm getting paid off the hard work of America. That's why this game means so much to me.
What's good, trappers, man? It's your boy, the Wall Street Trapper. Right now, I want to invite you to an amazing experience full of value. That is my community, Trappers Anonymous. It's 100% the greatest fundamental investing community on the market. Listen, your portfolio should be a masterpiece. And the only way we get you there is if we help you to learn how to invest with confidence. Now listen, I get it. Like, you don't know a lot about stocks, or maybe you've heard people say how much money they lost in stocks, but I can guarantee you, one, because they weren't in the community, and two, they lack the information. Our goal in Trappers Anonymous is to help you, really to hold your hand on the journey to becoming a confident investor, learning how to navigate through the different events that the stock market goes through to take you from panic to encouragement. There's no better time than now. This is an opportunity only for those who are willing to be on the journey. So listen, man, click the link below. Come join me in Trappers Anonymous, man. I will see you in one of our many classes, whether it's Moat Monday, whether it's the 2-hour class we do on Sunday, or whether it's just a book club. Everything is geared toward making you a better investor so you can triple your net worth and turn your last name to an asset. It's your boy, Wall Street Trapper. See you in the trap.
In my mind, imagine if I can get every dude who I knew about hustling, who knew about dope dealing, because I come from that culture. Imagine if I can get all of them, and I'm going to say this on TV, imagine if I can get all of them to say, bro, don't sell no more dope, don't sell no more heroin, don't sell nothing. Take all that drug money and just put it in the market. I don't care if I'm on TV or not. Just put it in the market. Go flush all the dope. Go flush it all. Flush it all. All y'all take the dope money, y'all just put in the stock market. Flush it all. Don't sell no more dope, fam. You ain't gotta rob no banks, fam. You ain't gotta rob no banks. You ain't gotta sell no dope. You ain't gotta scam. In my mind, like we are shifting. We are pivoting to something that can truly put us back in the game. And I truly feel like we're not taking advantage of it, because when we have the opportunity to do what's easy, we gotta choose the hard way. We gotta choose that. We gotta choose that. And we not choosing it, we choosing the easy way. And that's why I go back to the Proverbs 1:30, 1:33, when it says, I wanna see that, I wanna say that the right way. Because I want y'all to, when I read it, I was like, damn, this is good. I want to say that the right way. I want to say it the right way. Watch this. It says, it's this. For the turning away of the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fools shall destroy them. For the turning away from the simple shall slay them, and the prosperity of the fools shall destroy them. Think about that. Turning away from the simple. And there's a big difference between being slayed and being destroyed. There's a big difference. Being slayed is I'm getting a butt whooping. Being destroyed means my demise. Just dig a little deeper into that. Turning away from the simple shall slay them. Turning away, like investing is really simple. It's learning how to take my money and put my money into something that can increase the money. What is your personal return on invested capital? Meaning I can take $1 and turn it into $5. I can take $1 and turn it into 15. I can take $1 and turn it into 20. Right, watch this. Apple's ROIC is 33%, meaning they can turn $1 into $34, meaning they can turn 1 million into 34 million, meaning they can take 100 million and turn it to what? 300 and what? What is your ROIC? So watch this. And then the next part says, and the prosperity of the fools shall destroy them. Okay, what is the prosperity of the fools? When we dig into the prosperity of the fools, we saying, what? Watch this. We're going on Instagram. We're going on social media. We're letting the people around us sell us on a dream, sell us on a life that isn't real. And I'm gonna dig into this part. When we looking at a lot of rappers, because I'm gonna just keep it real. The rappers and the entertainers have always been the leaders of the culture. Once we got outside of Martin Malcolm, they've dictated what we wear. They've dictated what we thought was cool. They've dictated what we thought was fly. So watch this. We're seeing so many rappers right now go to jail for fraud and foolishness and guns and murder. Like, why are they portraying that image? Because to be successful, the fool's prosperity, you have to look a certain way. You have to maneuver a certain way, right? They're influencing the culture. So what happens when you have people who are influencing the culture that ain't really real? The influence ain't tied to nothing of substance. We need new influencers. We need new influencers. We need new influencers. We need new people that can tell our young boys, yo, you don't gotta be a murderer, fam. You don't gotta be, even though you come from murder, even though you saw killing, even though you saw robbing, even though you saw destruction, just because you've been in that environment, don't mean you have to be that environment. It's okay. It's okay to be a grandfather. It's okay. It's okay to think about getting married. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. To my queens, like, it's okay. It's okay to be a wife. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, you don't gotta always tell them that Like, you don't always gotta show them everything. I'm keeping it, like, you don't, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Like, we gotta set new standards for ourselves. We gotta set new standards for our community, because watch this. If we not setting a new standard, then what is it that the people coming from behind us gonna look up to? What happens? Like, if we don't set the standard, what is it that the next generation listen, the reason why we had watch this, and it's my own personal belief, but the reason why we had so many revolutionaries in the 60s and 70s, because that's all they saw. You had the Panthers, you had Huey, you had them. H. Rap Brown, Mumi Abu Jamal. That's what they saw. You had no choice but want to be a part of the movement, because that's what you saw. You saw the movement. You saw the movement. You saw progression. You saw unity. You saw men and women fighting for something. You saw people that look like you. You saw people that come from, you saw it. Oh, but we not riding the bus? Bet we ain't gonna ride the bus then. Guess what? 18 months, ain't nobody riding the bus. Guess what happened after that? The bus got their mind right. We saw it. You better not get on that bus. We saw it. And so what happens is, that's the power of influence. That ain't that's the power of influence. What are we have now? This ain't just started though. I keep telling y'all, KRS-One didn't run out of raps. He ain't run out of raps. Public Enemy, they ain't run out of raps. Queen Latifah, she ain't run out of raps. They ain't run out of raps. But somebody understood that the influences in the music. We gotta, at some point, like, I ain't tripping, but we gotta get tired of hearing murder. And I ain't got nothing against my rappers. I get it. Like, I get it. You won't get on. But rap about us. Rap about how you want to change us. Rap about how you want to improve the community that you come from. Rap about how you want to help get dudes off the corner, not put them in a grave. Because watch this. Here's how the game go. If I put money, the music industry play a game of numbers. If it's 15 of y'all that want to rap about murder and guns, guess what? If I lose on 15 of y'all, at least one of y'all gonna pop off for me. But watch this. The 15 of y'all all got some type of influence. The 15 of y'all are gonna plant seeds about murder, drugs, guns, violence, disrespecting the women. The 15 of y'all gonna plant them seeds. And if it ain't y'all 15, y'all gonna give birth to one of them that's gonna make me all my money back. So if I can let 15 or 20 of y'all rap about that, y'all gonna, if it ain't none of y'all, at least y'all gonna give birth to one of them that's gonna make me 100 million, and I'm gonna get all my money back. But what you did is, you've created a bunch of y'all that think and see the same way that y'all see. We gotta understand that it's a whole game being played. In order for the pawn to become a king or a bishop or a rook or a knight, it gotta get to the other side of the board. But guess what? The pawn is the most sacrificed piece on the board. The pawn got the hardest life. You gotta graduate from a pawn to a king, a pawn to a bishop, a pawn to a rook. You can't just be a pawn and be cool with being a pawn. So it's the reason why people like James Baldwin was so important. It's the reason why people like Malcolm was so important. It's the reason why, it's the reason. So we gotta give people, we gotta give them something to follow. So for me and my team and everybody that is helping me build this, that's building this with me, like, we understand the mission. Stock market in the streets was us saying, this our mission. We grassroots, this our mission. This our mission. We in the streets with it. We gonna come shoot Trappin Tuesday. We gonna be in the streets with it. This our mission. Because like I told it earlier, if you crack the egg from the outside, you kill a life. If you crack the egg from inside, you give it life. Well, we going inside the hood to give life. We going inside the community to give life. We going inside where the most work need to be done at to give life. And we ain't going, we ain't going just to look good. We ain't going just to create content. We spending 3 hours. We taking all the pictures. We talking to all the people. We there. We bringing water. When people fall out, we calling the ambulance. We putting them on the ambulance. We making sure that we come and do the work as much as we can. We come and be a part of the solution, not the problem. Here's what I want to say. I'm going to show you how God is with us. We went in the depths of the communities, ain't had not one interaction, one altercation, one fight. The dude, my security got mad because one in the hoods we went to, the dude said, Trap, you don't even need security. You so good around here because you doing work and your name good.